Pressing play in 3, 2, 1, go. Hello everybody, this is Sonev.
And I'm Wave of Shadow, and we are the TL Twin Casting Golems coming at you live like a band from the 90s that nobody remembers.
Did you write that just so that you could say it?
Yep.
I am impressed. Alright, so for you...
Do you remember that band?
That band? No, I don't.
Live? No?
Oh, wow, okay.
You didn't get the joke.
I didn't. Alright, we have a rank 5s game for you guys. This is 0 skill required versus Team Undergeared.
Yep, and once again, this is Badlanta's new team. He's probably had more teams than I can count over the course of his play at League of Legends, but some pretty high-low known names on his team here. We got Locust, Badlanta, Chris, Valkyrin, and Heartbeat versus on Team Undergeared, Gandhi Sauce, Eternic, Achille, Volt Ninja, and Waka 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 Waka.
That was a few too many Wakas, but
a little too many.
Yep. We see nothing fancy going on. Both teams just scouting around looking for any funny business, but they're not going to find any.
No, I'm actually a little bit interested. I mean, aside from the plethora of boot pots, look at Gandhi Sauce's starting build.
Yeah, Gandhi does weird things like that. I never really have many mana issues with Janna, to be honest, so I'm a little surprised. We're going to see if he's going to actually need it. Maybe he's just planning on being hyper-aggressive, which is possible.
Yeah, I mean, you've got the experience. You played on the Team Liquid B team with Gandhi, so he's supported for them quite a bit.
No, he was a top player. He's
Was he top?
Yeah. He's been pushed down to support.
Oh, no.
But
demoted.
I really like Blue Team's composition with Hecarim and Orianna. It's a hilariously fun composition to play.
Yeah, look at this Chris and Falcon coming right in. I'm going to interrupt you here. And so here we go. Achille and Volt Ninja and Eterna. You're going to try to get this blue buff under cover of Brush. And Eterna going to go in and just try to force Chris and Valkyrie to get the hell out. I mean, they want their blue buff. And this is a really, really aggressive move from 0 skill required.
Yeah, and Orianna and Shen did actually very well to keep that from going badly. Hecarim did pick it up nice and fine. And Morgana and Orianna are going to reach lane at the same time as Shen and Jax will do the same, so there's no harm, no foul, really.
Nope. And I mean, that was really, really good. Pulling into the brush, something that I think at low elo sometimes people forget to do. Pulling into the brush, if there's no ward for red team in there, I mean, there's no real way of knowing when the blue buff is going to go down when they can try to snipe it with a skill shot or something. So,
right, and
good play from blue team.
Shen was running interference for the Morgana Q too, so there wasn't a whole lot they could do.
Yeah, little harass going down bottom lane. Heartbeat trying to stick it to Waka Waka while Gandhi Sauce hiding back in the brush. Red team really, really pushing the wave really quickly. Going to try to eliminate some minions without letting Waka pick them up. But Waka's actually pretty good at picking up those CSs at the tower.
Yeah, it's a really big skill to learn as an AD carry is picking up the CS under tower, because it can be difficult between minion damage and tower. I mean, it's easy to miss things when all that's going on, right? Oh, he still got it.
Yep.
I feel like freak.
Just heading into blue team's jungle, just going to do a little bit of counter jungling, but there's nothing for Badlanta to pick up right now, so he might head top lane and see if he can make something happen on top of Eternic.
Yeah, and Hecarim did just pick up his red buff. It looks like he may be going bottom, even despite being a ward, but Scar is coming in top, and Eternic might get caught unawares. Yep, Chris is going to jump right on.
There's the stun going to go down from Chris. Just misses as Eternic dashes out, and here's going to be some auto attacks and some slows, but Badlanta not ready to dive the turret. He is not beefy enough, and Eternic going to escape all. Bottom lane Heartbeat, it does actually go down to successful gank from Volt Ninja. Both happened at the exact same time, but Hecarim is just so fast, he goes right past those wards, and there was nothing Heartbeat could do about it.
Yeah, Hecarim is actually gaining a lot of popularity in higher elos because he is just so difficult to avoid ganks from. He's just so quick. He just blows right past the ward. He does not care about them at all.
He's like Evelyn, but without the squishiness. I mean, you can see him coming, but there's nothing you can do. It's the same. I mean, Evelyn, you can't see coming, but
yeah,
again,
I got that.
You can do. Thank you for supporting me. Oh, again, jumping on top of Eternic. Chris being so aggressive, almost out of mana though. So Eternic going to be content just to sort of farm and heal up from auto attacks at his turret. Badlanta going to come around, going to see if he's going to make something happen to Achille. Now, see, this is interesting. He's going to come in through the river. I thought for a minute he was going to come in through in between the tower brush. Here we go. We're going to see probably a flash from Achille because oh no, he just got hit by the binding. The ignite going down. Achille is going to give up first blood to Badlanta. A really, really good gank. I'm really not entirely sure.
Not first blood.
Not first blood. Sorry. Yes. Big mistake on my part, but
Volt
Achille,
Ninja
yeah, I was
top.
gonna say.
Oh,
Yep,
Chris
Volt Ninja top,
flashes
Chris.
the charge.
Yeah, but that's not going to be enough. That red buff slow, and Eternic picking up the kill.
And that was a huge mistake from Achille mid. I mean, he needed to flash the Morgana binding. I don't know if he didn't think it was going to hit him, but it was, I mean, to me it looked like it was going to...
Well, but it looks as though, I mean, his flash is on cooldown, so I'm not entirely sure what happened. Like
he used it to get away. He did use it at the very end.
Oh, did he use it? Oh, I was going to say, like, did he use it after he already
Yeah.
had gotten hit? Oh, okay. I was going to say he was already dead at that point, so... Yeah, that Ignite, a little too strong to flash away from.
And Hecarim, you know, just asserting his dominance as a very speedy jungler. He does decent damage in the jungle too, so he can clear decently fast, which again is why he's gaining popularity. He's just a very solid jungler, and I love him. He's a great champion. I just think he's awesome.
Yeah. Speaking of solid junglers, I mean Atlanta, I mean pretty numbers jungling, but look at what a jerk move he's pulling right now. Look at his build.
Already with the oracles, you know. It's rough when that happens, but he's looking to get that map control early. I mean, there's no words for him to clear now, but when they pop up, he sees Gandhi about to place one, and he's going to go right on him.
Gandhi is going to have to blow a flash here in order to get away, or Achille actually might be able to get in there and speed boost him away. Volt Ninja coming in for the defense. Badlanta is going to get turned around on Volt Ninja being really, really aggressive, going right in 1v3, going on top of Heartbeat rather than Badlanta, and Valkyrin's going to try to land a binding on someone to get them safe, but missing the binding on Volt Ninja, and now Heartbeat just being chunked away, almost that exhaust going down. Volt Ninja getting the kill, diving so deep for it. That was so well played by Blue Team. That support for the gank, it was amazing.
Yeah, Atlanta overextended way too. As soon as he saw Gandhi, like, it was pretty clear Gandhi was going to get away. He should have just stopped, cleared the ward, backed out, but instead he sandwiched his entire team, and Heartbeat took the final kill. Or the death,
Volt
rather.
Ninja, Volt Ninja picking up exactly who he needed to. Knowing that Heartbeat had his flash down, he went right for him, knowing there was no way he was going to be able to escape from that clippity-cloppity horse feet.
Clippy Cloppy just does not care. He's coming up from behind Chris now, and I mean, Chris doesn't have a ward in that tri-brush, and Volt Ninja is going to walk. Yep, walk
he's
through.
He's going to see him going right past the ward, but I mean, it's not going to be enough. Actually, he does turn around, so he knows that. I mean, Chris is a little bit higher on health than he'd like. Volt Ninja low on mana, probably not. I mean, all he'd really be able to do at that point is deal a little bit of damage. Chris not letting him back though, seeing him back in the brush, and Volt Ninja saying, "All right, fine, I'll back here."
It's a super scumbag move that I love doing. I think it's hilarious. You know, not letting someone back, just wasting a little more time, and that's really what you need to do. But the blue did come up, so Volt Ninja is actually going to go there instead, and it looks like Achille will make his way over once he's finished buying.
Yep, and just having a look at the CS for a minute, I mean, things are pretty even. Although bottom lane, we're actually seeing a little bit of an advantage because, I mean, Heartbeat has sustained 2 deaths right now. He's not been able to CS as well as he might like.
Yep, sorry, I was just altering my the position. I like being able to see the CS, you know, just across. And Volt Ninja coming up for another gank on Chris, and he did see it, but he's not going to be able to dive that. He does have his ult,
he wants to. He wants to real bad. And I mean, like, Volt Ninja is exactly where he needs to be right now, every point of the map. I mean, if Atlanta knows he's there right now, Volt Ninja needs to probably get out. I mean, they want to dive, so unless they can kill Chris before Badlanta gets up there, that means it's going to be in trouble for Blue Team.
Here comes the
ultimate Volt Ninja going right through the wall. He's going to try to dump all that on Chris. Volt Ninja tanking the turret a little longer than he'd like. That stun landing, Chris not getting the kill.
That was a really nice stun from Chris, but Volt Ninja missed his ultimate. I think he thought Jax would, you know, walk back a little bit and maybe hit the fear, but he just, no dice right there, could not land it.
Had he hit the ultimate, he might have actually been able to get the kill off. And I mean, they timed it like they were timing that perfectly. Had they waited a little bit longer, Atlanta might have gotten there in time, and then they could have turned it around.
Well, they actually did see Atlanta, and Atlanta walking past the ward did finally see it. They did see him on his way up because of that ward that he just killed.
Yeah.
So they knew they had to rush and get something done.
So once again, Heartbeat and Locust. I mean, Heartbeat, obviously not having learned his lesson, is still pushing right up to the turret, being super aggressive on top of Waka and Gandhi, and I mean, they do have the sustain, which is kind of nice, but, I mean, if Volt Ninja decides to come down there and gank again, I mean, Heartbeat's flash is up right now, but not that it mattered last time, so we'll have to see where that goes.
And Heartbeat is not quite 6, so, I mean, this could be a good opening for Walk. Nope, he just hit 6 instead. But Hecarim is going to come in from behind.
Clippity-cloppity, clippity-cloppity, clippity-cloppity. Here it comes in. There's the ultimate landing on Locust, and there's some auto attacks coming in from Waka Waka, and Volt Ninja going to dive right on top of that turret. Oh, the stun from Locust, and the burst taking down Volt Ninja. That was absolutely fantastic play. Really well coordinated from Locust and Heartbeat, and now Valkyrie going to come down, going to try and turn that around, maybe get something off on Gandhi's house. Those auto attacks can be a little bit strong. The ultimate actually flashed out start from Waka Waka, so Valkyrie is not able to get anything done. And now Achilles going to try and come around. Badlanta might catch him in the tri-brush. No, Badlanta's going to grab that. Yes, going to get the grab on top of Valkyrie. Valkyrie needs to land a binding right now. There's the Oriana ultimate. And the Shen porting down. Oh my god, so much action. Achilles getting bursted down right before Shen could port in. Now they're going to get that red buff slow on top of Gandhi, but Gandhi tornadoing and able to escape. What an excellent fight and an excellent comeback from zero skill required. There was actually a lot of skill required in that gank. They were going to pick up that dragon because of it.
I think Jax stunned Shen up top. Shen is very low and was under tower and didn't come through on the port on Oriana. So I'm pretty sure he got stunned, which was actually made a huge difference in the fight.
Yep. I mean, had Shen been able to get down there, they might have been able to attempt to turn that around. But, I mean, they still had, I mean, Heartbeat and Locust were almost at full health. And, you know, with double buff, it was going to be really hard. Like, those auto attacks and that burst, just, you saw how quickly Volt Ninja went down. Just unbelievable timing there.
Yeah, he face tanked that turret like it was his business. There was nothing that he could do. And Chris is getting jumped on.
Attack on Locust, too. Like, that was, that was so clutch.
And looking at the CS, Morgana is slightly ahead. Ezreal is nicely ahead of Heartbeat, though. And top lane is pretty even as well as jungle. So right now it's still pretty even. You know, you can see in the gold there's only a 300 gold difference, despite Red Team just picking up the dragon.
Yeah, but I mean, I think the jungling award so far is definitely going to Volt Ninja, despite face tanking a little bit hard on that turret there. I mean, he's got his 2 GP5s, he's got a little bit of AP, he's got the kills, he's got the gold. He's been putting a little bit more pressure on the lanes that have, you know, been required, and so he's helping his team snowball. But I mean, those counter, like that counter, that burst has really evened up the score. So now, I mean, again, they're tied again once again. Team Undergeared and zero skill required. Completely tied down. Oh, Gandhi Sauce getting caught out. The red buff again. We're going to see a good tornado. Heartbeat dodging it and choosing to back off, but Gandhi Sauce getting chunked to half health.
Volt Ninja's coming down once again. He's just using his speed to his advantage, but they did spot him. No, he's going to go over to his jungle, but poor Pony. There's nothing for you to farm.
No, and he wants to try. He was maybe thinking of going the lane gank. That's why he's coming through the bottom. But I mean, it's a little bit harder. Lane gank is probably one of the most difficult to do if you're going to come from behind the turret rather than to try to go into the brush, because it really requires a lot of speed and sort of bad reaction time on parts of the gankies. And Chris and Achille, Chris coming down into mid lane, Valkyrie, they both picked up that kill, and Achille really, really quick, that sandwich, and Eternic not able to ultimate to come down and help.
Yeah, and we do see Atlanta coming down, and he's going to come behind the blue tower, and they didn't see him coming, so they do have an idea. They know he's there. But you know, Atlanta's just going to come in. I don't think Gandhi's going to be able to survive. They're still going to dive this.
Yeah,
and Gandhi's going to get grabbed.
The ultimate going down and on Gandhi, and he is going to be bursted down really, really quick. But Atlanta picking up the kill. Not sure if that was an accident or whether he actually wanted to not, you know, donate it to Heartbeat or whatnot. But they're actually going to, good binding from Valkyrie, but Waka Waka just arcane shifting at the last second. Volt Ninja going to try and come around and prevent the turret from going down, but it'll be a 4v2. I'm not so sure this is going to be a good idea from them. There's
Pony doesn't care.
Volt Ninja, Valkyrie, that ultimate, beautiful ultimate again from Locust, just so good. Those ultimates. Waka Waka actually going to go down as well. That arcane shift probably not going to be
No, it did get away. Yeah.
Wow.
Volt Ninja. It's just being...
Yeah, he did not have his exoskeleton up, was not able to speed over to Waka Waka to pick him up with another Q, and he was just barely able to escape with his life.
Volt Ninja's being such a man. He's just going in so hard. He's just not tanky enough to deal with it, and Eternic is really having trouble dealing with Chris top as well. I mean, Jax is just annoying to deal with in lane, and Shen can't do much right now.
Yeah, and it's a shame. I mean, Shen is really, really good at, you know, that ultimate, really, really good at picking up both, you know, offensive and defensive kills. But, I mean, the one time he was really able to try and use it, it was defensively, and he wasn't able to do anything with it because of either good reaction time by Chris or because the person he was ulting on top of died way too quickly.
Yeah, and we see Chris jumping out. Oh, gets exhausted by Eternic. I don't know if Eternic's going to get away. He's going to jump on him, do a lot of damage. Oh, and is going to get away.
And Akil able to get in that shield really quick. Eternic wants to turn this around, and Chris is going to be really, really careful here.
Wow.
That dash and ultimate from Oriana just barely getting that kill. Eternic is so very low. That was a manly play if I've ever seen one.
Yeah, freaking Oriana used her skills pretty much. Her entire kit used perfectly. It was just to support, speed up, ultimate on Shen. It was great. Nothing that Chris could really do to get away.
Oh my god, that was just fantastic. I'm really, really, really liking, enjoying, the clutch plays in this game are absolutely fantastic so far. Really enjoying this game, and I gotta thank once again Gandhi for sending us this replay so far. I'm having a fantastic time.
Yeah, and I'm really looking forward to Oriana and Hecarim in team fights when Hecarim just comes flying in with the speed boost from Oriana with the ult, and it's gonna be fun to watch.
Yep, Orianna, arguably Zyphers' probably best champion to date. Really unique in terms of gameplay style. Like really, like not overly strong once she was nerfed a little bit. Just an overall like amazingly fun champion to play and to play against even.
Yeah, so now I think we're just going to wait. The next fight is probably going to be at the Dragon when it comes back up, which should be soon.
Walking right and checking the brush, and Badlanda actually going to be able to chase him down. Getting the pull on top of Chris. They're going to try and to chain the stun, but Chris let go of his a little bit too early. And so now the Ignite going down. Eternic a little bit tanky. I'm not really sure if he's going to try and dash through that wall. Is he going to get there in time? He is no, he's not. Well, he did get there in time. Badlanda able to flash out. Another good ultimate from Locust, and there's a binding, but Gandhi got just enough out of range. He's probably going to be able to escape this easily. Chris trying to get a stun off on somebody, but not in range to jump on anyone. There's an ultimate from Ezreal. Not able to help anyone and just missed absolutely everybody. And so now Locust, Valkyrie, Badlanta, and Chris are going to back off.
Yeah, Eternic got caught in that tri-brush, and it looked like he was a little confused. He didn't quite know where to go, just, strutting back and forth. But if he had, I think he got, path blocked more than likely. But he couldn't get to the wall to dash over, and he almost did, but he did manage to get Atlanta's flash, which, when it's the Skarner, it's nice having that Skarner flash down.
Yeah, it just means they have to really try to engage in team fight. And the ultimate going down from Valkyrie and Akili going to get the stun, and there's the ultimate on top of Locust and Valkyrie, and there's a Shen. It's not going to be enough. Oh, yes, it was. The Shen ult shield plus his own shield, and now Volt Ninja being manly, going in on top of Locust. Locust has no ultimate to save himself this time. Valkyrie having to flash out, and Volt Ninja trying to DPS Valkyrie as much as he can before he might die to Badlanta, and now Valkyrie is actually able to survive. Volt Ninja going down once again. Badlanta turning it around on top of Eternic and Akili. Really wants to get that kill on Akili, but he could not. Almost out of mana, and being protected by Eternic. That Shen ult was really, really clutch.
Very clutch. It was perfectly timed. Akili barely gets away, and they did convert one kill. I mean, it was a 1-for-1 trade still, but Volt Ninja did go down, sadly. But in the meantime, Chris was able to get top, and, Badlana and Heartbeat are now looking to take this dragon, and I'm not sure if Blue Team can actually do anything about this.
Yeah, they're all pretty low. I mean, I think Waka really wants to try and go in and make something happen. I mean, he used that ultimate a little bit early. Like, knowing they had just cleared the ward, there's no way they could have had dragon low enough to really, for him to try and really steal it. But, I mean, again, Heartbeat and Badlanta enough to take down the dragon on their own, so that's another dragon pickup. And Red Team has now increased their lead to 4K right now, 17 minutes.
And Jax is picking up the red buff. That's going to be really rough to deal with, especially in these mid-game fights.
Volt Ninja, clippity-cloppity, he's going to turn around and go on top of Locust, and Locust does not have his ult once again. The binding going down, Volt Ninja getting chunked but shielded from Akili, and that is going to be enough. Volt Ninja decides to back off. His horse feet cannot take him any further.
He's just face-tanking so much crowd control, especially from Morgana, just running right into her and not really able to do anything about it. He does, he didn't pick up his Merc Treads. I was looking at the wrong one. He really should have Merc Treads. For the amount of CC that he is eating running into these fights, he really needs to have that.
Yeah, he's definitely the manliest of horsemen, but I mean, I'm not really sure that the lack of defense is doing him so well so far.
Chris is coming. He's looking to come in behind Orianna.
Volt Ninja, what is going to happen to you? You're going to get chunked, really. Oh, that binding, just a beautiful binding from Valkyrie, and an ult from Locust, and down he goes once again. Really good positioning from Chris, and Valkyrie just landing an excellent binding.
Yeah, they're just using as much control as they can. I mean, Locust is being very liberal with his ults, which is not a bad thing at all because they're converting it a lot into kills. And Atlanta's sitting here with his Oracle still hasn't lost that one Oracle.
I think Locust is a 100% kill ratio with his ultimate this game. I think he's gotten there, been a kill every time he's used it. Did he?
He missed one on Gandhi.
Oh, that's true. Gandhi is a slippery guy. That is very true. That Janna movement speed, that tornado, really hard, a lot harder than you'd think to kill a Janna.
Yeah, Heartbeat is pushing bottom turret this whole time, and he does dodge the Ezreal ult, so no damage there, and I think he's just going to back out because Shen and Hecarim are coming down.
Yeah, looking at Waka's build, actually, I mean, it's interesting. He's actually not opted to go for the Phage first. He's going for a big BF sword item first. Has equal farm to Graves almost, but does not have a first item. And Badlanta just getting completely shut down. The whole team closing in on him. Absolutely nothing you can do about that.
There goes the Oracle, too. That was a good pickup. Nice catching him right where they needed to. Oh, my camera just went crazy.
Yeah, they have to be really careful about letting Chris free farm too long top lane because Jax is really, really scary on his own. He's going to try to disrupt the blue attempt on the blue attempt on blue, but now getting taunted, and Chris really wanted to get out of there as fast as he possibly can, having to use his flash. I mean, he was being aggressive, but I mean, I'd argue a little bit too aggressive. He had no team backup going in 1v3. I guess he really overestimated his strength.
I don't think he realized they have no wards in that area. They didn't realize how many people were there. They only saw Hector.
Volt Ninja manning up again, once again being hit by every binding in the game. Volt Ninja, man, you are just too big. That hitbox, you gotta try to lower that a bit or something. My goodness.
I think he's going to be going for that Shirelia's first, which is going to be hilarious on him. It's just like Skarner with Shirelia's. It's very fast, very in your face. Can't do much about it, especially with Orianna. It's going to be great. I'm so excited about this.
There's that ramp up effect when you're playing against a Hecarim and he has that E, that speed boost on his E, and so he starts running. Then he hits the E and he gets even faster. Then he pops the Shirelia and he moves even faster. And then he pops his ult and he goes flying across the screen with ghost horses into you and you're dead. Like, it's just something about that. He really does strike terror into your heart. Hecarim is a really, really excellent character that I have no friggin' clue how to play.
I would love to learn him. And Waka picking up the red buff, but he's gonna walk right into Atlanta, who did pick up another Oracle, but the arcane shift right away.
Would you say that he waka?
No, I would not say that, Wave. I would not say that.
Badlander coming around again on top of that ward. He knows it's in there. He wants to take it out, but Gandhi, being as manly as a floating thing.
Girl,
I don't know. But what is she really? I don't know. I want to say goddess, but she's like
the Tempest.
Wind spirit of the Tempest. I don't know what she is. But anyway, as manly as a wind spirit thing can be. Warding off Badlana. Chris going right through Eternic, but Chris doesn't care. He's just gonna smack Eternic in the face. Getting taunted. Just the two of them going to exchange blows for a little bit. The stun going down on top of Eternic. He's going to auto attack him a little bit. Now Volt Ninja, the Eternic was really just baiting. Volt Ninja going to try to come up, make something happen to Eternic. Gandhi Sauce going to try to get up there and get the slow, but is not going to be fast enough. His wind powers did not serve him well this time.
During that, you missed Locust hitting his ultimate on Achille mid, and Achille barely flashed away from the Morgana binding. So. Again, two ults where it wasn't happening, and Volt Ninja coming in from behind.
The ultimate from both Shen and Volt Ninja at the same time. Locust is going to just explode, and the defensive ultimate from Valkyrin already popping that Zanya is not really landing the stun anyway. The binding going down on top of Waka Waka Valkyries. I'm so impressed. Such good bindings, and the combo now. Oh my goodness, Badlandic being there just at the right time. The heartbeats, those auto attacks going down. The binding just missing Gandhi, but now I wanted to say they could have dove that. Badlander was at full health and had red buff. They probably could have picked up a kill on that.
Not man enough.
No, I don't know. They don't have a manly horseman on their team. So, I mean, all they've got is a manly scorpion man.
Looks like they're going to do it now.
Yeah, here comes the dive. They just wanted to wait for the minion wave, and now Volt Ninja is going to try and man up, try to do some damage to Valkyrie, but getting chunked. Once again, being hit by every single binding in the game, and now going to turn
here
around
we go.
Achilles support. He's going to try to make something of it, but does not. Oh my goodness, this posturing back and forth. Chris wants to come around from the back and just try to land a stun on the entire team, and I don't think it's going to happen. Another binding landed, this time on top of Achilles. Oh, a perfect Orianna ult. Oh my goodness, Volt Ninja going in now, being super manly on top of Heartbeat and Badlander. Chris comes in, and Volt Ninja is going to go down. The exhaust landing a little bit too late, but oh my goodness, that Orianna ult.
That's what I was waiting for.
Oh my god, it was perfect.
But now imagine that with Horseman running face first into everyone. I mean,
Eternic
going. Ezreal ult comes through.
So very low. Eternic wants to get him down, but now the stun. Another exhaust on top of Chris. This time able to take him down. Locust chunked to half health, and Badlander wants to come around and try to make something happen, but they're a little bit too high health for that to happen. They're going to lose a turret here, and maybe even a second.
Actually, they may be able to push this next one. And I just noticed that they do actually have 2 exhausts on Team Undergeared, and they're going to be using that definitely for Jax. I mean, that's the one scary person that you don't want to have all their damage.
Oh, heartbeat, gonna get caught because gonna get taunted unless he flashes it out. Let's see what happens. Oh, he dodges the taunt, but it's not going to be enough. I mean, he did dodge the taunt, but you can't dodge an Orianna ball after you've already dodged something. If you can dodge a wrench, you can not dodge an Orianna ball. And they're going to lose a turret bottom lane.
Your songs are amazing too, by the way. I'm really enjoying your singing.
Are you? Good, I'm glad.
So Dragon is up. I'm pretty sure Team Undergeared is going to walk over and take it, unless they're special. Nope, they're going. Okay.
Yeah. Would you say that if Team Undergeared picks up this Dragon...
Stop right now. No, I'm not.
I was really
not playing that game.
Anyway. I just wanted to say, oh, actually, Valkyrie gonna ward them off. Maybe let's see what happens. Now Gandhi going back, so they're not quite ready to pick up the Dragon, and the fact that they're not quite ready means that they're gonna lose it to 0 skill.
I don't think so. I don't think Volt Ninja wants to let that happen. He's just gonna come in. Yeah, he's going for blood.
He is a horseman of manly epic proportions. He needs to start doing Old Spice commercials, and he manned up prevented them from taking that dragon, and now it's going to head into mid and take some CS.
And Chris was top, and they saw Chris top, so they knew that there wasn't much danger for doing that. I mean, Valkyrin does have her ultimate or his ultimate, but he's not that powerful yet. He's strong, but he won't kill Volt Ninja right out.
And Chris doing a good job. I mean, I think he's arguably been very conflicted because there's been so much action in mid lane, but really all Jax wants to do is farm up all day, because the more farm he gets, the more beastly he gets, and his late game is absolutely terrifying. So the more time he can go without fights going on mid, he's content to farm up against Eternic, no problem. The more time he can get that CS up, the more items he can pick up, and the scarier he's going to be.
And Shen did pick up the Aegis for the team, which is a little interesting because Shen's going to be split pushing a lot, so he's not always going to be with the team. And I mean, once he gets there, it's going to be a nice buff. But I'm not sure. I mean, the money top lane is easier to get Aegis, but
yeah, red team failing a little bit at Dragon. They reset it actually twice while trying to take it down, giving Volt Ninja enough time to man up again and prevent them from taking it. I'm not really sure what they were really attempting to do there. Had they really just gone in and tried to take it instead of pulling it way out, they might have been able to take it down in enough time. And now Chris has picked up that Trinity Force.
Oh boy!
And now the fun's really going to begin for red team.
Okay, so what's going to happen is Shen is just going to keep split pushing top, while everyone else on red is going to come down for this dragon. It looks like Chris is just going to walk down as well. And Shen's going to pour it in when he needs it, and we'll see some... I'm hoping to see some Hecarim Orianna action right here.
That binding from Valkyrie catching Gandhi and the pool. Gandhi now down to half health. That Janna being really low. Chris actually being engaged on from Volt Ninja and Akeli, preventing Chris from coming in and helping with the dragon. But they did pick it up anyway, despite Chris not being able to help. And so now we're going to see if Red Team can push their advantage. They're ahead by 3k gold right now. And let's see what Volt Ninja and his team of manly men can do.
And I don't think they didn't need to chase Chris that much. See, they got baited a little bit, pulled away from the dragon. They really should have tried to
Volt
go.
Ninja sees an opportunity. Heartbeat getting chunked by Orianna and the Ezreal. Oh my goodness, perfect coordination. That defensive ult from Locust. Valkyrie flashing in for the ultimate. Gonna land it on. That's perfect on top of Akeli. And now Valkyrie is a little bit vulnerable. Bad Lanta getting exhausted. Not really sure why that. Now Chris is gonna come in and wreak havoc. The exhaust already being down. Locust very, very low on health. The Jan ult going down. Gandhi sauce being ignited. And Volt Ninja gonna explode. Waka trying to get those auto attacks off of Midland and not gonna be enough. The taunt landing on Chris. Chris is going to go down, and now there are 2 dead from each team, and I think it's just going to be a 3v3. They're content with that.
Waka did a great job of dancing around the outside of that fight. He was doing, everything he could to avoid all the damage that they were putting out. But one thing is, Achilles died before he ulted. And that's huge. I mean, that's a lot of damage and control for his team. And if you lose that, it's like, well, you're useless. Like, there's no point for you being in the fight, pretty much.
Well, pretty much. And I mean, it was really bad that Heartbeat got caught and chunked by Achilles to begin with. I mean, he was taken out of the fight before the fight even happened. Volt Ninja went in balls deep, and they all just destroyed him before he was able to do it. So I mean, blue team should have been able to pick that off. But then, I mean, they managed to turn it around on top of Achilles, and Volt Ninja was taken out because again, he's still not quite tanky enough. He's got a Triforce actually opting for that damage before any real strong defensive items.
Yeah, and Hecarim picked up a Triforce. I'm loving Volt Ninja right now. He's going balls deep with his Hecarim, getting the damage, getting the tankiness, and just not caring about anything.
Oh wow, Heartbeat being super aggressive on top of Achilles. 2 auto attacks, taking him down to about half health. That's really, really strong. Locust, now they're going to take down that mid turret. They want to tank the turret shots, but they're not going to be able to do it. They don't have any minions. They're a little too scared. Waka getting that red buff slow on top of Chris. Chris having to back off.
And Atlanta's sitting behind this in the reverse bush.
He's a sneaky Scorpion. Volt Ninja might make the same mistake again, getting hit by that binding. If Bad Landa was there, he might have been able to grab him and pull him back into the team, but he was not quite ready for that. Here comes the tower dive. Who is Bad Landa going to grab? It is going to be Waka Waka, who tried to... Oh my goodness, that Orianna ult, not able to hit enough people. Volt Ninja going to explode, and the double kill for Heartbeat and the turret. They're going to pick up a second turret with this as well.
And the Hecarim Orianna ults did actually do a lot, and Achilles getting dove by Heartbeat and Chris. He is not going to live to tell the tale.
No, Jen ult not going to be enough. And I mean, one of the big problems with that is Eternic wasn't there. It was a 5v4, and he did not have his ultimate. He was busy split pushing. Locust actually going to go down to Eternic. Really, that was like, I mean, he managed to get in there. He's super tanky, but he should have been there for the fight.
Yeah, I'm not sure why his ult was down. Oh, I think he used it and they died before.
No, look at the cooldown. Look at the cooldown of it. It's almost up right now.
Oh.
So it was not up for that fight. He had used it before a lot earlier. So yeah, the cooldown on that ult was down, and I mean that really I think cost them the fight.
Yeah, absolutely. And I mean the Orianna, as I was saying before, Orianna Hecarim ults did hit a lot of people, but there was just way too much damage coming out. And Chris is going for that GA now, I believe, and it's not going to be fun dealing with a Guardian Angel on Jax.
Yeah, one of the things I actually like, I mean, they've recently been releasing a lot of information about the upcoming item and jungle change and things like that. And one of the things that I think is a very good change to the game is the change to Guardian Angel, which is that they are removing a lot of the stats on it and turning it basically into, okay, you can revive once every 5 minutes, but
Good.
it's not going to be a super strong defensive item as well.
I agree with that.
Yeah, it just performed too many functions too quickly. Badlanta actually picking up a Guardian Angel as well. I'm not so sure I agree with that. Not really sure why Skarner has much need for a Guardian Angel this early in the game. I would think, an item more like a Frozen Heart or something would be a little more valuable.
Or even Aegis. And speaking of Aegis, I mean, again, Shen has the Aegis, and he wasn't in the fight.
Steel, that blue steel from Volt Ninja. They were trying to take down Heartbeat again. Oh,
Wow.
just in time. Here comes the ultimate from Valkyrin, and there's the Shen ult from Eternic. Valkyrin is going to go down. That Morgana ult was not enough. They're going to try to get it on top of Heartbeat. That ultimate Volt Ninja going man mode, Superman mode, but it's, again, not going to be enough. Heartbeat ulting and getting them down. Badlander turning this around. Locust getting an ult off on both Kelly and Waka Waka. Chris going to go in and try to get that stun. The exhaust going down on Chris. Again, perfect positioning from Waka, getting over the wall, getting as many auto attacks off as he can, and there's the ultimate from Gandhi Sauce. He's going to be able to take down Heartbeat. Yes, he is. There's a double kill. And Achille, wow, they really turned this fight around. There's the Guardian Angel being popped from Atlanta. Locust going to explode, and now Atlanta, whose Guardian Angel did not perform him any strong functions whatsoever, is going to go down. And that is an ace, a huge, huge, huge ace from Team Undergeared. They're going to be able to pick up a Baron off the back of that.
Holy crap. What just happened? That was so good from Team Undergeared.
I like the positioning, just super superior positioning. Like an excellent ult from Gandhi. Like, I mean, from what I saw, like everyone was sitting in that ult. They were sort of like right into that little enclosure in between the Baron and the blue jungle. They were all like funneled right into there. It funneled all of Red Team right outside of it. It was just perfect.
And I think honestly, what turned that fight around is Atlanta ulted Eternic, and that was just bad. Because it's Shen, he's tanky, he's not going to die. That left Waka and Achille to just dance around killing people around from behind. And it was really, really well done.
I mean, again, think about, look, Volt Ninja manning up again, going on top of Valkyrin, and
this guy
up that blue buff. Volt Ninja just exerting that super, just crazy. I love watching him play, just running around the map and like beasting everyone he can.
And okay, here's a little comparison. Fight before that, Shen wasn't there. He has the Aegis. They died a horrible death. That fight, Shen was there. And look at all the difference it made. It just made his team so much more
Coincidence?
tanky. Coincidence?
No. See, I would argue, though, that, I mean, had Atlanta had a Frozen Heart that fight, it would have made a much bigger difference for them because, I mean, his Guardian Angel effectively did nothing for him other than give him a little bit of extra armor and magic resist, right? If he had that Frozen Heart, Waka Waka would not have been able to get off as many, auto attacks as he did. Like, and Waka's positioning was perfect. They couldn't stop him from auto attacking, while a Frozen Heart passively prevents someone from auto attacking.
Yeah, I agree. That you're right. Because, I mean, he lost his Guardian Angel at the end of the fight. It's not like he lost it at the beginning, so it really didn't serve much of a purpose.
Yep, so that's a pretty big turnaround from Team Undergeared, picking up that Baron, picking up that ace, and now they are way back in the game under a 1,000 gold deficit, and this is just huge. I mean, I want to see what Team Undergeared is going to do with this.
Well, I mean, Shen's just going to keep split pushing because that's what Shen does. They're going to go top because they don't need to be mid anymore. I mean, they can be, but top is easy. It's an easy tower to get. It's right there. It's low, right? Yep, it's almost done. Chris,
all about picking up objectives with that Baron buff.
Exactly. They can get more global gold, put themselves further ahead for when the Baron comes off so that they still keep this lead that they have. It's not even a lead, it's a 300 gold lead. We're talking about it as if like...
They just evened out the game with that fight. It
right.
Wasn't even, they essentially, I mean, the zero skill, they essentially just gave up a massive lead with that fight. So now we're going to see what happens. Chris, Valkyrin wants to come in from the side, hitting that binding, missing Volt Ninja, but hitting Achille. That was some serendipity right there.
And Shen, it looks like he's going to stay mid now. I'm not sure why. I feel like he could go bottom just as well because of the ult. But, Gandhi getting caught.
Gandhi, and there's the grab. They need to burst down Gandhi before. And there's the stun, the chain stun, the Locust. Excellent. Good ult from then. Atlanta going to go down. And there's a really good ult. Valkyrin is almost dead, but that zone is perfectly timed. And now Atlanta goes down. Chris, just Waka again. Waka just being absolutely crazy. Those auto attacks. He's at full health right now. I mean, I think one of the biggest mistakes that Zero Skill's making right now is underestimating Waka. They really haven't touched him in any of these fights.
Well, Waka doesn't have a QSS. Atlanta is Skarner. Like, he just keeps grabbing. I mean, obviously you want to grab people who you can reach, and Gandhi got binded, but don't waste your ultimate on someone who's not going to do damage.
Like, I mean, maybe it would have been a better choice just to let Gandhi waste his ultimate there and, not get the binding and just sort of ward them off of pushing the turret with Baron. Like, that would have been enough, in my opinion. And now Eternic, they look like
They're
they're
going
going
to
to
finish this.
Right
They're going to end it. Holy crap.
Wow, what a comeback. Oh my goodness, just such excellent team fighting from Team Undergeared. Heartbeat just going to explode. Atlanta, doesn't even matter. Down goes the Nexus. An excellently well-played game from both teams. Oh my goodness.
That was a very unexpected turnaround.
I certainly was not expecting it.
Alright. Good job, Team Undergeared. So sad, Badlanta's team, whatever you're called. Zero skill required, yeah. Oh well. For those watching our stream, if you like our content, please follow us on YouTube or follow us at TL Casting Golems on Twitter.
Or Team Liquid, because
or
we
Team
are
Liquid.
on there.
Yeah,
we have a thread. We are members there. If you guys like to frequent the sub forum over there, you can reach us. You can message us, say hi.
If you're a Team Liquider, we automatically like you, so.
It's true. We are biased.